This is a yoga practice that you can do in bed. So we'll start out on our backs. And from here, you could flatten your bed down, take cushions out of the way. Definitely want your shoulders to be on the same level as your legs, as your hips. Definitely can do this underneath blankets, but so that you can see, I'm going to take my blankets away so that you have a better view. And let's start out here just breathing. Option to have your knees bent, or if it's comfortable, you can have your legs straight. If it's easy for you to put something underneath your knees, the bend of your knees, you have a little more support for your legs and your lower back. Feel free to do that. I invite you to close your eyes. You can bring your hands onto your abdomen. And you're letting your belly expand as you breathe in. And gently on the exhale, the belly relaxes in and down, maybe drawing in a little bit. Starting to bring your attention into the present moment. Feeling your breath in your body right now. Noticing, feeling into being curious about all the sensations in your body. And then as you're ready, you can start to bring some movement into this breath. So if your legs are straight, I invite you to bend your knees. Move this cushion out of the way. Bend your knees so your feet are flat on the bed. And then as you inhale, we'll do a bit of pelvic tilt here. So as you inhale, allow your belly to really expand. Allow your tailbone to get heavy. Your upper back can sort of lift away from the bed a little bit. As you exhale, draw your belly in, curl your tailbone up, and using your belly muscles to kind of draw your navel in. That's the exhale. Moving at the speed of your own breath. Finding this gentle curl of the tailbone up towards the sky and then down, heavy towards the earth. Letting this movement be as big or small as feels comfortable for you. Noticing any sounds or sensations. And then we have the opportunity, the option to add a little bit more lift into this breath. If you like, you can keep going with this pelvic tilt if this is working for you. If you like, you can take a little rest and join in as it feels right for you. You can, if you would like to do a little lift, bring your heels in a little bit closer. Feet are about hip distance apart. And on your next exhale, curl your tailbone up, press down through your feet, lift your hips up any amount. And as you exhale, or as you set down again, letting your tailbone be the last thing to set down. So curling the tailbone up, pressing down, lifting any amount, and then continuing to hollow out the belly as you gently curl your tailbone back down to the ground. This is a really nice one to release some of the pressure off the bum and the hips and the lower back. But it is a strong practice. So just build some strength in the legs. That also means it can be a little bit tiring. So take a break as you need. Perhaps thinking through, visualizing any of the cycles that you're resting for. Nice. And then when that feels like enough, you can come back to a neutral pelvis. We'll set our palms down on the bed and come out as wide as you can. So find yourself sort of centered in the bed. And then we'll press down a little bit on the arms, a lot on the feet. Lift up the hips and scoot them over to the left. And then we'll bring the ankles together, bring the knees together, and we'll start to gently roll the knees over towards the right. Drawing in on the navel as you do this, maintaining both shoulders down on the ground. And we'll come all the way back up. You can inhale at the top and exhale, the knees can drop over. Knees don't need to come all the way down. We're just kind of giving the skin, the tissues on the back of the pelvis a bit of a break, a bit of a circulation massage. We're also using the muscles of the belly to draw in on the navel as a way of maintaining strength for the legs. And when that feels like enough, you can come back to center. We'll press down with our hands, with our arms, widen out the feet, press down through the feet. We'll scoot our bum back to center, scoot the bum over to the other side this time, and then feet together, knees together. We'll take a deep breath in. Exhale, knees drop over to the other side this time, drawing the navel in, coming just enough to feel the strength through the abdomen, letting this be a comfortable range of motion. Exhale, coming down. Inhale, coming back up, drawing in the navel. Exhale, coming back down. Feel free to join in for as many cycles as makes sense for you, and feel free to rest, to visualize yourself doing the practice if you've already had enough. And as that feels like enough, you can spread your feet out again, bump your hips back to the center. And then from here, we'll let the left foot stay down. We'll lift the right knee and we'll bring the hand, or if you like both hands, onto the right knee. If it feels comfortable, you can draw your knee in for a modified Pavanmuktasana. I'll stay here for a few breaths, finding a gentle squeeze. Sometimes if we're drawing in on the knee, we tend to shorten along the waistline. The hip hikes up into the shoulders. So if you notice that, lengthen through both sides of the waist. Find some evenness in the left and right side of the body. And then from here, we'll bring the hands onto the thigh, just above the knee, and we'll push the knee away a little bit, and we'll resist that by using the abdominal muscles and the hip flexors to draw the knee in a little bit. Let's give that gentle press. Set that all the way down. We're going to take a moment here, just a few breaths. See how it feels in the left and right leg, just noticing. And as you're ready, you can draw the other knee in. Pavanmuktasana here, a little wind releasing pose, long through both sides of the waist. Finding your breath in this posture, smooth and flowing. And when that feels like enough, you can bring your hands onto your thigh, up above your knee. Press your knee away a little bit and then resist that press, using the muscles of your abdomen, your hip flexors to draw your knee back in, letting this be gentle. Still flowing with the breath. And then as you're ready, you can begin to let that go. And start to straighten out through both legs if it's easy. And if you want to, you could take a pillow or a rolled up towel underneath the backs of your knees. And from here, we're relaxing down through the arms and through the legs, bringing the attention into the breath. Bringing the breath into the body. Noticing the effects of the practice. Feeling any differences between now and when you started practice. Noticing the feeling in your legs, your hips, your back, your abdomen. Making note of any changes in the quality of your breath, the quality of your thoughts. The cadence, the smoothness, the vitality. Once you're ready, we can start to let go of this practice. Maybe bringing some movement into your fingers, your toes, your arms and your legs. And from here, you can continue to rest in Savasana. You could do another practice for another part of the body. Or you could continue on with some other activities in your day. Namaste.